Look at the top of his head. Please tell me you remember Griezmann with his rainbow hair in FIFA 19 career mode. What a glitch that was. So welcome back to another episode of FIFA History, and today we are taking a look at FIFA 19 in 2020. FIFA 19 came out September 2018, so it's almost 2 years. Is it 2 years? Probably by now. And I want to take a look and see what it's like in 2020. Some of you guys might get nightmares from FIFA 19, some of you guys might have enjoyed it. We're going to take a look at career mode and then maybe a few things outside of that as well. If you do enjoy today's video, please leave a like, and if you want to catch some FIFA 21 content coming soon, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss anything. So on the front of FIFA 19 we have De Bruyne, Neymar and Dybala. Now if you remember, Ronaldo was on the cover initially and all that, but then he got those allegations and EA decided to say bye-bye to him, and they put these three guys instead. So here is a look at FIFA 19's home menu. We've got Alex Morgan on the left, and then on the right, we've got FIFA 21 advertising. Of course, EA is going to tell you, mate, what are you still doing on FIFA 19? Get your butt over to FIFA 21. It's where everyone is playing. We need you to start spending some more money on Ultimate Team. Now, the menu system is very similar to what you experience in FIFA 20, probably FIFA 21 as well. First thing we need to pay our respects to is the EA catalog, because this thing is getting removed in FIFA 21. All this stuff that you see here is all gone. I mean, it's sort of getting redistributed into different areas of the game, but the way you know the catalog from previous FIFA games, including FIFA 20, is going to disappear. There's going to be no catalog anymore. So RIP to the EA catalog, and pay your respects in the comments section for this. If you still want to buy FIFA 20, it says save 10% on FIFA 20. I really wouldn't do that if I was you and you're still on FIFA 19. You might as well wait for FIFA 21. That 10% is not going to be worth much when FIFA 20 is not the latest game anymore. Now, before we take a look at the actual career mode in FIFA 19, let's take a look at what the new features were in FIFA 19 career mode. Unfortunately, FIFA 19 career mode was a year where EA did not do much. If you remember, they did say that the Champions League branding was all they did pretty much the whole year. That was the big feature coming into FIFA 19 career mode. And indeed, the Champions League and Europa League did come into the game. It was a nice addition, you know, but it wasn't enough, you know, for FIFA 19 career mode. People want to see heaps of changes, and EA just rested on their laurels with the Champions League branding that year. So it was a very underwhelming career mode experience that year. Ultimate difficulty was also a thing, and that was the new hardest AI difficulty. In training, you could also train a player's strength and sprint speed. They also added in a few animated GIFs, you know, on the right-hand side, plus some matchday cutscenes as well. And you could also search for new players to sign and tick a box to only see the players with a release clause in their contract. And that was pretty much your features for FIFA 19 career mode. Oh wait, there was a few extra things that EA didn't mention at the time. Remember the Premier League winners badge that would actually turn gold when you won the league? There was also some European number fonts in the career modes. There was the Carabao Cup patch, which was a new addition at the time. We also had the fake Asian Champions League for the first time. And we also had the badge changes when you would get promoted or relegated in the competitions, which is a nice touch as well. Something we all enjoy in career mode is the patches and stuff that change. And then there was also budget increases based on last season. Now with that out of the way, let's take a look at career mode. We're going to hop in and see what the things are like. Obviously you've got your manager, career, player, career. None of it has changed. You got your little increases there. And you've also got your team selection. And here is your manager selection. This guy always looks like Ronald Koeman for me. I don't know why. I think one of these guys was in like a car ad or something. The same guy, he just sells his like face or something to companies and they use it. And he's also like an actor or something. That was pretty interesting. And then there was also this glitch here. That was a fake DP display picture. And that didn't amount to anything. Sometimes Zidane or Prince William would pop up, I think. But thank goodness EA decided to throw in that manager customization in FIFA 20 because this would have been bad for another year. I mean, there was not much you could do with this. Very, very limited. No customization whatsoever. But we've moved on from that, and that's a good thing for sure. Oh my goodness, I completely forgot, man. FIFA 19 career mode only had 4 save slots. Do you remember that mess? What was EA thinking? 4 save slots. I remember like everyone just being so upset about it. You could only have 4, so you had to make all these different accounts, and then there was like bypasses you could do on the PC, also on the Sony PlayStations and stuff. There was just a workaround. You could get more slots if you wanted to, I believe, but the game just ships with 4 save slots. It does not make sense, and it was terrible that year, man. So in this video, I'm going to play the Chelsea Community Shield game. That is going to be how we're going to play the gameplay for this episode. But before we get into it, I need to do my little press conference here, because who remembers how bad the press conferences used to be in career mode? This was basically your press conference. Forget about the cutscenes, the morale stuff. This was your press conferences at the time. So you could praise your team, motivate your team, or, you know, talk about the other team, it's up to you, but it was very limited. Player conversations were also limited, and yeah, there was some big improvements in FIFA 20 Career Mode compared to FIFA 19 in certain areas. So let's play this Community Shield match. Let's see how FIFA 19 gameplay is. I'm not expecting too many changes, to be fair, but there's already another bug in the game mode. Let's not use that kit because that might be a bit distracting. I think all of them, actually we'll go back to the light blue, that's not distracting. And we'll go to the ultimate difficulty. And I want to compare it to the FIFA 21, which is absolutely crazy. So it's a nice day at Wembley, FA Community Shield time. And this is probably my first match of FIFA 19 since FIFA 20 came out. So it's almost been a year, I reckon, if I can remember correctly, that I've last played FIFA 19, which is absolutely nuts. Where has the time gone? Yeah, I mean, the gameplay's not too different. Obviously, it's only 1 year difference between FIFA 19 and FIFA 20, so I'm not expecting too many changes here. But FIFA 20 did have some different gameplay features that will not be in FIFA 19. But fundamentally, every FIFA game is pretty much the same thing anyway. Especially on the Frostbite engine, you're not going to notice too many changes in graphics as well. Like, the game has held up pretty well. Like I said, it's only been 2 years now, but it's holding up well, just like FIFA 17 would, because it's on the same engine at the moment. There we go, Williams on his bike, and he's looking for options here. He's probably going to cross it. No, he beats one, he beats two. And they go for the shot. Good save by Edison. Let's lay it off to KDB. KDB's going to float one into Sterling, who's probably offside. No, he's not. Sterling's got to score here, and he does. Beautiful pass by De Bruyne. And Sterling, I thought he was offside, but he wasn't. And we go 1-0 up pretty early on. So it's time for a VAR check. Let's see how close this was. Look at that. Ooh, that was very close. Is that offside? I don't know. It looks offside to me. We need a VAR check on this one, man. We definitely do. Here's Pereira. Plays it inside to Jorginho. Plays it back. Some nice passing here. Kante lays it off to Willian. Edison comes out and he blocks it. And we get away with that one. Fernandinho bringing it forward. Fake shot and play it through to Bernardo Silva. What are we going to do with him? I don't know yet. Cuts back. Chips it over to Aguero, who goes for the bicycle, and what a finish. And yeah, that is what Aguero can do for you. So it looks like this ultimate difficulty is not very ultimate at the moment. But coming back to FIFA 19, you know, it's not too bad. Pretty responsive as well. Nothing like slow about it. It feels a bit quicker than FIFA 20 for sure. So here's Jorginho. Lays it up to Higuain, who scores. He's not offside, and the goal will stand. And it's now 2-1. I remember FIFA 19 having a lot of bugs in career mode and stuff, and I think what turned me off FIFA 19 the most was that career mode was pretty much very similar to the previous career modes. Like, there was no real proper innovation, besides the patches changing and maybe the Champions League branding. The rest of it was pretty little stuff, and obviously FIFA 20 career mode brought in much more than what FIFA 19 offered, but I think FIFA 19 career mode was just dead on arrival. There was just not much to it to make you like want to actually play it. So let's see what we can do from the corner. De Bruyne whips it in, Stones with the header, goes over the bar. Here's Bernardo Silva. Plays it into Aguero, what a pass. It's game over from here, oh no, what a tackle. But it looks like it's too late and we do win the Community Shield. My first game back of FIFA 19 after a year, and I've actually won the match on ultimate difficulty. But as this game comes to an end, I think it was a good experience, you know, it wasn't too bad. I thought it was going to be much worse. Career mode wasn't very good, you know, very bland at the time, and it still is not really offering much. But the gameplay wasn't too bad. It was actually pretty responsive, a little bit quicker than FIFA 20 as well, and overall I pretty much enjoyed my time. I thought it was going to be a little bit worse than what it was actually. Oh yeah, I forgot to show you the menus of career mode in FIFA 19. Not like you're going to miss much, but you're going to have basically the same setup as FIFA 20. You've got your transfers, the office tab, and seasons. Now, FIFA 19 also had Season 3 of the Journey. This was the final part of the storyline, you know, and a lot of the Journey features should have carried over to FIFA 21 Player Career Mode. I think Player Career Mode would benefit from having these assets transferred over. Eventually, we might get there, you know, with what they want to do with Player Career Mode. I reckon it will be one day similar to the Journey and stuff, but there's definitely a lot of assets here that would be useful in Career Mode. Overall, though, the Journey wasn't too bad. It was a nice, different FIFA experience, but it was a little bit boring as well, and you were pretty limited in the decisions you could make and the way the story plays out. Now, when it comes to the practice arena, there was this bug where it would basically just freeze up and you could start like free roaming the map. It was like when you got out of the map in Call of Duty, you could just go anywhere, and this is what Messi was doing there. He's just running anywhere, and the ball's not following him. He's not magnetized to the ball. He's just going wherever he wants, you know. Now, if you need something else to watch, please make sure you hit the card in the middle. It'll take you to another video. I'll see you next time.